Hi, I'm Steve Skillings with Resong LLC, and I'm here to tell you about JamHub, the silent rehearsal studio. I'm going to give you a quick overview of why we created the product and talk a little bit about the benefits for musicians who choose to play in a JamHub silent rehearsal studio. The first thing is we created the products to allow musicians to play anywhere, anytime. As musicians, we all tend to have products that allow us to throw on headphones and to practice silently by ourselves. And the idea came to me of interconnecting all of those devices so that we could get together in a small room like this little studio at Sweetwater and rehearse silent to the outside world. And one of the really cool benefits of that is because everything is quiet, we as musicians have a better listening experience and the quality of the rehearsal gets better. And if the quality of the rehearsal is better, then you get better faster as a musician. You're not learning mistakes, you're learning to get the songs right. And you know what, it's a lot more fun because you're able to play as long as you want without disrupting the neighbors. Keep playing late into the night. True story, with my band we played till 12:30 in the morning on a school night. That was a lot of fun. And I'm going to walk you through the model here and give you an overview of the features and how it works. To do that efficiently, the best way for me to go is to describe one section. Once you understand this section here, you'll see that it repeats around the device. You understand one section, you pretty much understand the entire device. So let's walk through section 1. With each section there are 2 input jacks. There's a mic and an instrument. So you have 3 audio channels coming in. The instrument jack, we recommend that you just take a stereo cable, plug it into the headphone out in whatever device you're using, whether it's a keyboard or a pod, and plug that straight in here. Your mic you're going to plug in right there. You've got 2 trim controls so that you can get the gain staging right. The gain staging LED tells you green is good, yellow you're getting close, red you want to back off on that trim. Next is the stage control. The stage control acts like a balance control, but we call it a stage control to encourage musicians to spread out in the mix. In our trials, we talk to people and say, you wouldn't all stand in the center of the stage, right? Right. So let's spread out. And that helps with the quality of the rehearsal. It helps your hearing system work the way it's designed to work. The next section I want to go through is the soul mix section. Whatever mix you create here is what you're going to have in your headphones, while someone else is creating a mix that's perfectly unique for them and their role in the band. So if I'm the drummer and I want to turn myself up and the bass player up and turn the keyboard player down and maybe those harmony vocals down, I have the ability to do that while the vocalists are all locking in their mix so they can hear the harmonies and get those right. So now let's go through the last 2 knobs here. This one is the effects return knob, and the effects return knob decides how much of the effects engine you want to hear. Your listening preference might be a little different than somebody else's, so you can adjust that. And then lastly is the headphone knob output. You want to listen to it at a reasonable level, great. If somebody else, that crazy guitar player, wants to really crank it up, they can dime the product and really have a loud listening experience. Now I'm going to go over the rear section, and the rear section has the same knobs that all of the other sections does. As I said before, it behaves just like all of those other sections. It even has the same input configuration. You see here that we've got a XLR input, a stereo input, and that stereo output. With the TourBus model, we also have a USB out, so you can connect it directly to a computer, and phantom power. Whatever mix you create here in the rear section is what is going to go out of the USB audio out and the analog out that's here. But also with the TourBus model, we've got a built-in recording device, and whatever mix you create here writes to that device. That device takes your songs and puts it on a standard SD RAM card. The unit comes with a 4 gig card. We write to WAV files, CD quality 1644.1, and the card that comes with it will hold about 6 hours of WAV audio. The record functions here, the transport functions are here. They behave just like you would expect: stop, play, fast forward, record. There's the ability to mark different locations in the record. You can even press 2 keys at a time and loop between a section. So it's a nice little device for capturing that rehearsal without really thinking about it. You plug in, you start playing, you hit record, and just let the JamHub capture the rehearsal. Okay, I'm going to go back to the back here really quickly. There's some additional connectors here, or jacks that you see here. They're for the Soul Mix remote. The JamHub TourBus model comes with 2 Solmix remotes in the box. The Solmix remote is designed for musicians who are stuck behind their gear. So if you're a drummer, you can't easily get up to the JamHub and make a fine adjustment to the mix without a Solmix remote. You put the remote, you Velcro it to your kit. It's got a headphone jack here so that you can plug your phones in. It's got a volume control, and it's got our effects return. So Solmix allows you to mix without moving. And again, 2 units come with the TourBus model, but you can see here you have the ability to add an additional 2, so up to 4. One of the questions that often comes up is which section is the Solmix remote assigned to? And the answer is none. It acts as its own independent mixer. So when you fully trick out a JamHub TourBus, you've got 6 mixes plus the rear. That's 7 mixes available to the main unit. Plus, if you add 4 remotes, that's 4 more. That's 11 perfectly unique mixes that you can make with the JamHub TourBus, and that applies to the other models too. And not the same quantity, but the same concept. If you have any more questions about the JamHub TourBus, I strongly encourage you to call your Sweetwater rep. They understand the product really well. They have access to us. If there's a question that they can't answer, they will get you an answer. And they can really help you to decide if this is the right model for your band so that you can start playing more often and getting better faster as a band. Have a great day, and thanks for the time.